You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
The cosmos, the vast unknown, reaching far into the universe, filled with galaxies and mysteries, holds the mystical key to your pet's personality and future. Welcome to Lucky's Stars, your weekly journey into the magical world of pet astrology. Sirius the dog star, Pisces the fish, Taurus the bull. See what predictions the stars foresee. Is your pet going to have a rough week or sitting in the catbird seat? Find out now with your host, international pet astrologer, Lucky.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another week of Lucky Stars on Pet Life Radio. I'm Lucky, your host, and I'll tell you what the stars have in store for you pets for the upcoming week. Well, what do you know? It's November already. Football and a lot of interesting holidays. I'll bet you didn't know that November 2nd is National Deviled Egg Day. No, I'm not kidding. November 3rd is National Sandwich Day. Now, November 12th is, now get this, National Pizza with the Works Except Anchovies Day. Now, I kid you not. These are actual holidays. I'm not kidding you. You look them up, you'll see. Well, anyway, my favorite November holiday is, of course, Thanksgiving. Turkey, gravy, all the fixings. I sure like those sweet potatoes with the marshmallows on top. Well, anyway, that's not for a while yet. Guess I'll just have to be happy with National Deviled Egg Day at the moment. November is also National Peanut Butter Month, which kind of makes me hungry. So while I go grab myself a sandwich, here are a few messages. Then I'll be right back with this week's Pet Horoscopes. Stay tuned.
We've barely scratched the surface. Lucky Stars will transport back into the metaphysical right after these earthly words from our sponsors. Right, Lucky?
School's in session on Pet Life Radio with Teacher's Pet. Learn how to communicate with your pet, train your pet, and see the world from your pet's point of view. You may even learn a few tricks yourself. Teacher's Pet with pet expert and author Sarah Wilson. Only on PetLifeRadio.com.
Let's talk pets on PetLifeRadio.com. The moon is in the 7th house, and actually, so are Lucky's treats. So now with more pet horoscopes and some heavenly snacks, here's Lucky.
Well, we're back, so let's get down to business and check out this week's pet horoscopes. First up is Aries, for those of you born March 21st to April 19th. You have work to do, but there are too many obstacles in your way. Maybe somebody left a chair right in your favorite spot. You'll have to try a different location, at least for now. Your owner may not get the hint that you want a treat, so just do a little begging, but use your cute face. You'll have to be agreeable and charming for a while if you want to get past this current barrier. Otherwise, get used to days in the laundry room. Next is Taurus. That's April 20th to May 20th. Now you're feeling good today, Taurus. You can enjoy a romp at the dog run, or check out the new dog park, take a dip in the creek, or a wild escape from the yard. Heck, you're even up for romance. Whatever it is, squeeze as much enjoyment out of it as possible. I'm telling you, that cute poodle down the street has been giving you the eye. Now would be a good time to get your tail over there and put the moves on. Moving right along, next on the zodiac is Gemini. That's May 21st to June 21st. While the cat's been hunting down a mouse, you've been watching carefully. Now he didn't notice there's a whole dish of snacks in the kitchen. You'll get the goods just when the cat least expects it. Just wait till he's got his nose behind the couch, then make your move and make the dash to the kitchen. Those snacks will be gone before he notices they were there in the first place. The next horoscope for this week is Cancer. That's June 22nd to July 22nd. You know how to charm your owner. Now move on to charming whole groups of people. A dinner party gives you the opportunity to do just that. So be prepared for plenty of table scraps. Remember those tricks you've been practicing when nobody was home? Do that little dance you've been trying out. And if nobody notices, try a little singing. And if all else fails, let them have a few human words you've been trying out. That should do the trick, and that big steak bone will be yours. Up next is Leo, July 23rd to August 22nd. There's no right or wrong when meat is involved, and there's no 5-second rule either. Besides, that steak was on the floor way longer than 5 seconds. When opportunity knocks, you'd better be right there to answer that door. Really, who would drop a steak on the floor anyway? They meant to give that to you, and they're just being sneaky about it. So take it, enjoy it, and don't give it a second thought. Our next pet horoscope is Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd. Some people think sharing close quarters can ruin a friendship. You have none of those worries when you take to the open road with a canine pal. The two of you have no problem eating and sleeping in an unusual spot, kind of like a buddy movie. I found that the best places to check out on the road would be behind a 5-star restaurant. You and your traveling bud can feast on leftover filet mignon, New York sirloin, and maybe a piece or two of cheesecake. If you're going to travel, you may as well go first class. Okay, all that talk about filet mignon and sirloin has reminded me that there's a ribeye in the fridge I've been saving. While I go finish that bad boy, you guys can check out these important messages.
We've barely scratched the surface. Lucky stars will transport back into the metaphysical right after these earthly words from our sponsors. Right, Lucky?
There's nothing like a shaggy dog, baby. They're shagadelic. And this is the place to find out how to have harmony in the household with your pets. Oh, yeah. So stop by our pad every week and get switched on, baby. Switched on to the show that's all about attitude. Oh, behave. With your groovy host, pet edutainer Arden Moore. Yeah, baby, yeah. Every week on demand on PetLifeRadio.com.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com. The moon is in the 7th house, and actually, so are Lucky's treats. So now with more pet horoscopes and some heavenly snacks, here's Lucky.
Okay, welcome back to Lucky Stars. I'm your host, Lucky. By the way, that ribeye really hit the spot. All right. On with the astrological countdown. Libra, for those of you pets born September 23rd to October 22nd. Don't waste time being possessive today. Why get into a scrap over a scrap? Something simple like a biscuit. Besides, there's plenty more where that one came from. Now here's a little tip. Let the biscuit go. And while the other pets are fighting over it, you can slip under the table and grab that lamb chop that just dropped under the chair. I'll take a chop over a hard box biscuit any day. The other pets will think you're one generous guy or girl, and in reality, you won yourself the prize. Next on the horoscope list is Scorpio. That's October 23rd to November 21st. You won't get anywhere without some effort. Take advantage of the friction in your pack to move up on the totem pole. Other pets are trying to do the same thing, so who gets there is up to you. Now, you know we don't like any growling or fighting, so if you want to be the leader, I suggest you use your charm and your powers of persuasion. Tell them you heard there's a big wedding down the street, and you personally are friends with the caterer. You'll see how fast they all follow you. Up next is Sagittarius, November 22nd to December 21st. You'll be beyond stuffed if you're not careful. Try to look at the smaller picture. One meal is made up of many biscuits. If you can't resist, and it will be almost impossible, try to communicate clearly when you're full. Now, the best idea, I think, is to just eat half of what's in the bowl. You know, later while you're watching TV, you're going to start getting those TV munchies, and you'll be happy there's still food in the dish. Capricorn is our next pet horoscope for those of you born December 22nd to January 19th. Now, your humans are not the only ones who would enjoy a walk in the woods. Let your feelings be known before it's too late. When they take out all that hiking gear, give them that beady stare that says, "I want to go too." If you don't think that they're bright enough to get the hint, you may have to make a mad dash for the car and just hop right into the back seat. Give them that happy smile with your tongue hanging out, and they won't be able to resist. After all, there's nothing like a day filled with new sights and smells, and possibly a small forest creature to chase. Next is Aquarius, for you pets born January 20th to February 18th. Now, why do humans sit around listening to stories of the past? They're trying to learn something from their older relatives. You learn in a very different way, but you'll just have to put up with being bored while they listen. I mean, really, do you care that once Uncle Henry had a full set of teeth? I don't need to hear about all the great times they had 20 years ago. My best memory is last night's barbecue. Well, here we are at our last pet horoscope. Well, that would be Pisces, February 19th to March 20th. Good dog, you're the best. Yeah, those are pretty words, but they only go so far. A scratch behind the ears is worth more. And more than that, a good dinner, of course. I mean, really, don't they ever get it? Dogs, cats, really any pet. We love you guys, of course, but let's face it, we love food even more. You can tell us how good we are all day, but really, nothing says loving like something from the oven. Well, that's it for today, folks. I just want to remind you again that you've been listening to Lucky Stars here on Pet Life Radio. If any of you out there have any comments or questions, or just want to say hi to the old Luckster, you can email me at lucky@petliferadio.com. That's Lucky, Lucky, @petliferadio.com. And I'll either answer your question by email or on one of my future shows. If you'd like more information or transcripts of this show or any other show on the Pet Life Radio Network, just go to petliferadio.com and click on the show of your choice. So until next time, this is me, Lucky, saying keep looking up at the stars, but watch where you're walking. You may step in something. I'm Lucky, and I'm out.
Will your dog have a bone to pick with you tomorrow? Is your cat planning a hissy fit? Follow the Dog Star to Pet Life Radio for Lucky Stars, our weekly pet horoscopes. Whether your retriever's a believer or your Pekingese disagrees, this is the place to find out what the stars hold for your favorite furry friend. So pull up a crystal ball every week with your host, international pet astrologer and Earth, Fire, Water, and Air Dale, Lucky. Only on PetLifeRadio.com.